Hi, Jake from the Ophidiarium, coming at you with our summer 2025 quarterly update. So we're going to talk about this past season and what didn't work, some notes that I took on different stuff that we did or didn't do, didn't go as well or as smoothly as I would have hoped. Just general overall, some of the updates on what we got going on, some of our animals, how they're doing, how they're looking for next season, and what our plans are going into the fall and winter. So we'll dive into all that stuff, so stay tuned. Alright, so to start with, last season was not a very good season. I had no clutches go last winter and into the spring here. Just nothing really went according to plan. I had some animals that I think ovulated. I'm assuming they just reabsorbed because we had no clutches. Which is kind of a bummer, but some of those same animals are looking fine, and I would hope that they're going to do good going right into this fall and winter for this next breeding season. So hopefully good things. I'm not in a rush. I try not to be in a rush in things. So hopefully that pays off in the future, and we just have some delayed clutches going forward from what we would have had this season. That's all right. Live and learn a little bit. Some things to take away, I think, are rodent breeding that we've been doing and keeping our own supply of animals to feed. I think that kind of dropped off to a point where we kind of got behind, and that probably played a big factor into not feeding as heavily as I probably could have. And I think that kind of bit me. So I'm in the process of rebuilding our rodent collection a little bit. So that's been its own curve. I'm trying to target a little bit more specifically to make sure that I am feeding the animals that I want to produce a little heavier this season. That's going to be one of my improvements to try to do to see if that makes things better. Some of the carpet pythons that I really was looking forward to, hopefully they do good next year or this coming season. It's the same pairing. I'm going to try to pair them up and see where that goes with our Papuan carpets. I did also acquire in our last video that we did some Nova Guinea Papuan carpets. Those are doing well. I brought them out of their quarantine and brought them back into the snake room here now. So they're doing their thing. The female looks good, so hopefully that goes well. I probably am going to have ball python wise, I'm going to try to breed at least 3 or 4 females. Not a lot, but that's what I'm looking to do. Not be a huge ball python thing moving forward. I'm just kind of readdressing some of my intentions and goals in my own snake collection, snake breeding future. I'm going to try to shift a little bit to the carpet pythons and focus a little more on them in the next couple seasons, and slowly grow with the ball pythons, kind of make that a fun thing on the side. With our emerald tree boa here, which you can see behind me, he had some weird... He didn't look too good. He was looking a little ill. I tried to just keep him hydrated. Tried offering him food for close to 5 months, and he wouldn't eat. Then he shed really good, finally. Had a good shed, and I fed him just 2 weeks ago, and he took it, and he held it down, and hey, more power to him. So that was kind of good to see. That was kind of a little nerve-wracking, but I was trying to just take it one day at a time and try to keep his husbandry on point. Some other things that I've been doing this summer so far and looking to do more of is been doing a lot more herping this year than I had in the previous. I'll put up some pictures of some of the cool stuff we've run into so far. Found some black rat snake, some copperhead snakes for the first time. That was a new one. I refound some timber rattlesnakes in the same location as last year. That was cool to see them still there. I had my daughters with me for both of those experiences with the copperheads and the timber rattlesnake, and I got to show them all that. And that was really cool to talk and explain and show, hey, this is how you act around these animals. You need to know that they're there and how to act around them, the respect that you should give these animals. So that was kind of a good learning experience, I felt. I don't want my kids to grow up and be scared and unnecessarily worried about those types of animals. but to have a healthy fear is a good thing, and just an experience of how to properly interact, I guess, with these animals that are around us here. Yeah, so that's been cool this year. Had a lot of fun doing that so far and looking to do more of that. So I'm just going to do some camera roll now of some of our animals that we have that we're going to be breeding in the next season. So I got some ball pythons that I'll go through here with our hypo clown stuff that we got going. And just some calico stuff that I want to try to mess with. Got some cool double het projects that I'm building with the pied hypo project here. Carpet wise, we had the 3 Nova Guineas, 2 males and 1 female. So a reverse trio breeding pair of those. Looking to do some more with that. That'd be really cool to see those more rare species worked with in the hobby. Kind of see some good stuff with them. They came to me almost full grown and ready to kind of go this coming season, so I'm gonna feed heavy and hopefully get some good results there. And then also just our pop one carpets. This is our VPI Hannibal pairing. Some of the cool stuff that we got with that, and just hoping to do some really cool stuff and get some success in this next breeding season. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Stick around for the future updates of clutches, hopefully in the future, and availability eventually, potentially, if I'm willing to let any of this go, because some of it's going to stay for sure as I'm building my own stuff and projects here, and just enjoying the process. So it's a hobby for sure, and I kind of want it to stay a hobby, and I don't want it to be bogged down that I'm in a bad situation where I'm trying to release animals that I don't have space for because problems and all that. So stay at it, surround yourself with good people, and build good habits, and have a good day.